Greetings and salutations, folks. My name's Nick, and welcome back to The Outer Worlds, where we are finally done with the DLC. Which, the murder on Eridanos is one of those mysteries that you should have seen, like I should have seen the answer coming before I even loaded up the game. Or before I even found out who was murdered, largely because every story in this game is basically corporation does bad thing. As long as I can identify who the corporation is, they're probably the bad guy. But for now, let us actually try to finish this game. We need to get to the Hope. We need to move the Hope. Let us go. We are going to use our own ship.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the drive.
What's going to happen if I skip the Hope?
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2.
Tell me about the Hope.
The Hope is the Groundbreaker's prettier, sleeker sister. She wandered off and got lost for 70 years, but just recently was found. Also, there are hundreds of thousands of frozen organic life forms.
Alright, that's all for now. I remember what we're doing. We're trying to save the people on the Hope. We've got the chemicals, the whatever you call them. What did I equip? I think I changed my guns. Yeah, flamethrower, light machine gun, and Nova Burst to try that out. Because that was the gun I picked up off of Administrator Ludovico.
I think I'll initiate an unscheduled rest cycle.
Which does less damage, but it also does N-ray damage. So there's a chance it might still be good. Either way, we'll find out. Now the question is the Hope actually guarded? Are there people standing around watching over these popsicles? Let's see, route an auxiliary power source. Status reports. Power status. It's in power save module, maintenance status. Maintenance is very overdue. So I'm guessing, hold on. Storage Bay 5 is currently 99%, 8 is at 92, and 12 is at 76. Which makes me wonder if they have tried offloading the Hope. "10 years. Longest trip Donna and I ever took was a week-long sojourn into the Silver Mountains. Even that set her on edge. She's a homebody, always was. She packed so much food we could have been stranded out on those rocks for a month and we probably would have been just fine. UDL sent us on a team-building seminar into the city once. They paid for everything. Donna still packed nutrient bars just in case the bus broke down. It's gonna take this ship 10 years to reach Halcyon. An entire decade. It's a good thing UDL provided the rations, else she might have dumped our life savings into mixed nuts and freeze-dried meat." This is it, folks. Say goodbye to Old Blue, eh? Yeah, if anyone wants to. Good riddance. Why so bitter, Resi? She's been a good home. Give me a spaceship any day of the week. Well, we'll see how you feel a year in. So, moment of silence, or should we make a toast? Anything? It feels weird leaving Earth in the rear-view mirror. No. From now on, we look only forward to the stars.
Let's hope we don't have to run in a hurry.
Oh, hello. Um,
Maybe. About
you guys don't mind me running around? Well, I see there is a restricted area over here, so the answer is yes, you will mind me running around.
You know, when they posted us here, I told them there wasn't any point. Nobody would be so stupid as to fly to the ass end of the colony for this derelict. Shows how much I know. You've got about 5 seconds to tell me what you're doing here before I make you take a walk outside.
I was sent to repair the reactor so it doesn't explode and take the colony out with it.
Explode? Holy shit. Alright. You'll want a uniform so my staff doesn't shoot you on sight. They're a dangerous mix of bored and trigger happy. We've got a few extra in the old badge station to my right.
Ah, alright. I mean, is it really stealing if I was told to get it? This whole starving to death thing isn't all it's cracked up to be. On the upside, the bathrooms are the cleanest they've been since we left port. It's made my job a hell of a lot easier. Alright, let's put on... I guess I only need to put on a uniform. I mean, is this good enough? Or is there an other... uniform that I'm not aware of? Huh. Do I need to take off my helmet? Oh, okay. Is that basically my disguise, per se? That might just be my disguise. Alright, where am I going? So I need to go straight down this hallway, take a left, and the left, and that'll be good. So add straight, left, and left. Route communications through the unreliable.
Can you hear me, Captain?
Error. Hope crew data not found.
This statement is false.
Error. Paradox protection protocols have prevented me from registering your stated identification. Please report to your nearest mechanical
Everything I
engineer.
say it will do, thanks. Alright, now to skip the Hope. So it looks like I'm gonna need to take the elevator up. Yep. So that's gonna be straight ahead. Huh. Is this door locked? Not anymore. Why are you dead?
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Let's save our game. Just in case. Open the fucking door, Will. No. You're killing us! Better you than the colonists. This is idiotic. If we don't keep this ship afloat, they'll die anyway. Unnecessary risk. Resi is plotting our course. The ship will fly true. You're gambling with hundreds of thousands of people's lives. And you're handpicking which few you'll consume in your madness. Damn it, Alexei. Find me a fucking drill. Captain, you hear that? Hear what? The drill stopped. Maybe they're taking a break. Maybe it broke. Maybe they're trying to get into cold storage. If they get through before they starve, they'll outlast us. Keep working, Resi. I'll take care of it. So clearly there was some infighting. I think I'm the only one left. I don't know what Captain Hunt did down there, but he hasn't come back. And they haven't used the drill, and I'm done. The course is set. I'm down to my last day of food, and I don't want to die like Donna did. Fly true, Hope.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
I'm ready to skip the Hope.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
Skip the Hope. To Terra 2.
Jump-starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings
Do
of Terra
it.
2.
In case I don't get another chance to say it, it's been interesting, Captain.
Do it. Skip the Hope.
Affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro-jump
Oh?
in a system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Everybody, hold on to your butts. So what happens to the other people who are walking around the ship? If they weren't holding on to anything, would they just kind of like smack into the wall?
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Did we move? I hardly felt a thing.
Was that an attempt at humor, Doctor? Certain levels of drollness are difficult for me to discern.
Now, are these people aware that they have moved?
Connecting the worker. You are not authorized.
Don't mind me. Just getting off the ship. You can just let me be. Oh. What was that? What was on that floor? All right. Interesting how I was able to do all of that without actually fighting a single bad guy. Do any of them notice that they skipped? Corporate Guard, what do you have to say for yourself? Nothing.
You ought to see Quincy for your assignment.
Also, might as well put on my clothes. I've got tons of weapon parts and tons of armor parts. I can spend it. Alright, for now, though, it looks as though we're gonna have to...
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from Dr. Wells. Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
The board is here. They've found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible?
Yeah, let's go do that. Also, I appreciate that, like, his last message for me is basically just, screw those guys. They're the worst. This is the thing you need to remember most. Fast travel to Phineas's lab.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
It looks exactly the same as it did before. On the outside, at least. Ah, hello. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that one. Especially since my light machine gun basically just mows bad guys down. All right. What is my hacking at right now? Hacking is at 85. Do I have an outfit that's good for hacking? Or did I sell it? Let's see if I take something that's good for mind attributes. That does not seem to have done anything. Huh. Actually, hold on. What is that under? That's under stealth skills. So that's what I need. If you're seeing this screen, I, Phineas V. Wells, have been perniciously kidnapped and very probably incarcerated by the perfidious perfidious and cowardly government of Halcyon in the prison fortress of Tartarus. If I have not already been executed for charges leveled against me, I hope the person reading this terminal will find a way to finish my work or rescue me, preferably the latter. This screen constitutes my last will and testament. I commend my body and my belongings to the icy depths of the aether. If this is malice, I have prepared an emergency care package located in a hidden panel. Unlock the panel from my terminal and claim its contents immediately. The Hope made it to Halcyon after all, 25 years too late. The board doesn't know what to do with an entire ship full of frozen colonists, so naturally they're going to leave them there. Corporate tells us revival is impossible. They've tried absolutely nothing, and apparently they're all out of options. Very good Simpsons line. Balderdash. Cellular regeneration after long-term hibernation is really just a question of thermodynamics. I'm quite confident I can find a way to revive the Hope's colonists if only corporate would authorize my requests. Frankly, I don't see why I need the permission of my employers to conduct experiments in the name of scientific advancement. What nonsense. Did Newton beg permission from his employers before discovering the 3 laws of motion? Genius is not beholden to the vicissitudes of bureaucracy. Besides, the Hope has a cargo of hundreds of thousands of colonists. The board practically expects a few to go missing. 113 seconds. New record. Most of my subjects last 93 seconds, an average, before total cellular liquefaction reduces them to several gallons of organic soup, 3 degrees above freezing temperature. 113 seconds of screaming. The subject was stronger than the others, but in the end, his body failed to survive the revival process. He was my 12th subject to die. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. Strictly speaking, I do know. The Hope has hundreds of thousands of colonists. I've only experimented on 12. How many more experiments before I successfully revive a single subject? 1? 10? 100? 500? Statistically insignificant. If I experimented on 1 subject every month, I would not make a dent in the Hope's population in a lifetime. Can still hear the screaming. Trouble sleeping. Trouble concentrating. Psychological toll significant. On to subject 13. I always suspected this would happen. The board finally discovered what I've done and sent their headhunters to track me down, but they'll never find me. They say I'm a murderer, and they're right. I am. I regret what I've done, but I'm not about to turn myself into the board. I'm not going to go begging the board's forgiveness. Only the Hope's colonists can forgive me for what I've done. They're the only people who can set things right, and I'm going to find a way to revive them, no matter how long I have to stay in hiding. I've got my notes with me, I have my equipment, and now I have this lab. It's time I returned to work. So basically, there's very little separating himself and the other mad scientists in the colony. He just was able to get enough subjects until he could get what he wanted to work. Oh, alright. I will take your gun, and your bits, and your energy cells. What does your gun do? It's a Spacer's Choice gun. We'll try it out. Right now. Alright, I'll still have to try it out on an actual person. Alright, the Tartarus nav key. Let us go save the doctor. Confront Sophia. Did she hand over the doctor to the board? Like, I sent Sophia over to help out Phineas. Sophia Akande. No, she's different. I forget the name of the scientist.
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it,
All right.
air some concerns.
So, Phineas got himself taken to Tartarus. That's usually a one-way trip.
I never got to know Doc Wells. We ain't friends or crew. But he's still one of us. He's the reason the boss is up and walking right now. We can't just leave him to die in Tartarus.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
Ah, this is the point of no return. We can't abandon Phineas. We have to free him if we've any hope of saving the colony.
I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
Crew, what do you think about all this?
It's the craziest plan I've ever
Thank you.
heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will
We're
be
doing it.
successful.
Everyone, strap in.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
All right.
Waiting on your command.
We have nothing else to do. Let us make way for the Tartarus. We might not finish the Tartarus today, but at the very least we can start it. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Should I be... I shall save my game. Right here. And then I'll go to the Tartarus. You are about to assault the Labyrinth and Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. Saves made after this point can only finish the main story on Tartarus. Side quests and downloaded content, such as Peril in Gorgon or Murder on Eridanos, will be unavailable for any saves made beyond this point. If there's anything you want to do before entering the prison, do it now, before you cross the point of no return. Would you like to continue? Yes. Would you like to save? No. Are you sure you want to continue without your saving your progress? Yes. I already saved my progress.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure
Know anything
possible
useful about
return.
Tartarus?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me. In the event that
You
do
promise not to
return-
leave without me?
I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
How long will that take?
I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
Hey, how do I know you're a real officer under that helmet? Show me your biometric ID.
Alright. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the ID of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of
alright.
assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans.
Thanks,
Maybe they possess
anyway.
good quantities of it.
Alright. Let's make a new save. On the Tartar post point of no return.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own.
All right.
Not while I breathe.
What's that noise?
Push on, Margot.
Alright, let's switch back to the light machine gun. Oh, hello. It seems we've made a lot of enemies. Alright, let's pick up... How do I have a disguise? All right. Anybody else want some?
I never planned on seeing the inside of this place.
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system. Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
Let's just go on with the out of disguise. It's with our disguise gone. It seemed to be a lot easier than fighting everybody. What am I wearing that's giving me this disguise? I must have picked up something a while back. I just don't remember what. Which is convenient, I suppose. Ah, to the pits. Alright, where do I need to go here? Kinda sorta in the middle.
Imagine being locked up in a place like this. Just the weight of all that stone and steel. Oh, it's making me sick.
An analysis from engineers Rodfield, Crane, and Gast. Beginning with the requirement that every chamber will receive a constant supply of, at minimum, 34 kilowatts, and that occupants of these chambers are be injected with a steady supply of EDL's patented Vito-hibernation fluid. This run-on sentence carries on for 12 pages before finally concluding. And thus, in order to maintain structural integrity throughout the area designated as pit, we recommend that chambers are installed in cylindrical fashion around supporting structure dug into the crust of Tartarus to a maximum depth of. This conclusion extends for another 2 pages. Was that architectural text drafted by Jack Kerouac? Bonus points if you get that reference. All right.
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
Huh, where do I go now? Oh, don't mind me. Are you talking while on shift?
Oh, no.
Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you.
This is making for a very strange final area. Simply because most final areas don't allow you to just circumvent every single encounter, but it still, I suppose, holds true with expectations for this game in particular. It's Chairman Rockwell.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Ah, and the wayward doctor. Are you about done with your escapades? We have faces that need lifting, after all.
These days, I'm more interested in breaking them. Wouldn't mind taking a swing at yours.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show.
Chairman Rockwell, I presume?
My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man.
Please, Phineas would rather die than cooperate.
is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man.
That crackpot is saving the frozen colonists you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
We're helping, which is more than you can say.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
Let's see, you know I wouldn't have to do this if you'd been more cooperative. You know, the thought honestly hadn't crossed my mind. You'd prefer to keep riding this downward spiral? You know, I wouldn't have to if you, you'd be more cooperative about all this.
Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. Yes, I'll try to be more open-minded about your path of wanton descent. We don't need your help.
With your resources and some of the folks on the Hope, we could do a lot. Which is very true.
I'll admit, there's no shortage of talent in the scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
You're damn right you will, otherwise I'm coming for you next. Alright. I was not expecting to just have a conversation with, Rockwell, but there that went. Alright, now what does this map look like? Okay.
Alright, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So, get in there and...
Yeah, I guess I don't really... The fact that I'm getting all these reinforcements is the part that I think is throwing me off. As, like, my combination of disguises...
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more.
But yeah, the combination of reinforcements and my disguise stealth antics just kind of makes this last encounter feel very at odds with itself. You sure love talking. Do they pay you by the word?
Typical. Running your mouth in the middle of a crisis. It's almost as if you delighted chaos. I should have dealt with you a long time ago. You were always too dangerous to leave unchecked.
Ah, stop. You're making me blush.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised by your impertinence. Leaving you alive was my greatest mistake. But it is a mistake I intend to correct. I have Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
Let's talk about this.
Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance to parley with me.
I've destroyed your experiments in the Ministry. Your plan's never going to work.
Yes, I'm quite aware of your brazen act of corporate vandalism. By the way, those test subjects you killed, they died in agony. My scientists assure me they can recover the data you've destroyed. You've succeeded in temporarily delaying our research. Nothing more.
Your scientists are lying. I wrecked that data beyond repair.
That isn't true. It can't be. You're trying to manipulate me. That experiment was absolutely essential to the program. My scientists assured me they were close to a breakthrough. They gave me
You know I'm right. I can see it in your eyes.
Damn you. You are telling the truth. My scientists have been lying to me, and I was stupid enough to trust them at their word. We're going to have to start all over again. All that research, all those experiments, you've set us back decades. You were always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells.
Enough talk. Let's settle this.
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry, I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically.
Alright. So I guess we do in fact have a bit of a boss encounter. Ram. Alright.
Hey, that's impressive.
Alright, what were my clothes to hack? No, that's tech skills. I want stealth skills. Designate Ram as a hostile intruder. Yes. Excellent. And it's probably very anticlimactic. But I'm going to stop here. I'm not going to stop here for the night. I'm going to stop this video here for the night. Cut it here. We're going to come back with the rest of this tomorrow. Got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.